Hi, my name is David P Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with the crime. And in this video, I want to talk to you about a question that we get a lot from prospective clients. And they say, listen, I was 2 times the legal limit on a DUI, or, the surveillance video of me committing the robbery, or, I admitted to everything already. What does it really matter? This case isn't going to trial. I just want to plead guilty. Right? And wouldn't any lawyer do? But we think it's actually the complete opposite. Because just because you may think, or just because your friends may think, or just because the cops or a prosecutor may think that all hope is lost, doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. And why is it important? Arguably, it's even more important to have an experienced attorney who's handled cases like yours, who's tried cases like yours, who's litigated cases like yours, felony preliminary hearings, motion to suppress evidence, so on and so forth, to be able to see what can be done to undo some of the damage. And also to have that experience is to know, hey, even if we fight this all the way and you get convicted, how much of a worse position would you be in? How much of a better position could you be in? Because without that practical trial experience, without that experience handling all types of serious and violent felonies, your attorney really loses that perspective to be able to advise you of, is this a good deal or is it not? Right? What have they seen? What's the worst that could happen at trial? What happens if we don't take this deal before a preliminary hearing? How is this prosecutor, how is this unit in the prosecutor's office deal with cases before preliminary hearing, after preliminary hearing? Which judge are you going to be before? Before preliminary hearing, after preliminary hearing. Some courthouses, some courtrooms, it's the same judge. Others, it's different. Is there a chance the case may be reassigned to a different prosecutor? Is there a benefit to delay? Is there a benefit to move ahead forward? All of those things that only a quality, locally experienced criminal defense attorney and criminal defense law firm can help you with, that can prepare you for, that can do what they can and utilize their experience, their reputation, to ensure that you get the best outcome possible at the right time. Not just for today, not just for when you get sentenced, not just for while you're on probation, but thinking big picture. Firearm rights. Whether or not this subjects you to sex offender registration. Whether or not this felony charge is reducible to a misdemeanor. How long is probation going to be? What's your life going to be like months down the road, years down the road, decades down the road? All things you really should at least bring up with your attorney. And if your attorney's not thinking like that, and if the law firm you hire is not thinking big picture what's in your best interest, not necessarily anyone under the sun who's charged with a DUI, not necessarily anyone under the sun who's charged with a strike felony, a serious or a violent felony, but for you, and what matters most to you, then it's probably time to get a new attorney. Because you have way too much at stake in all likelihood. Whether that relates to your job, whether it relates to your freedom, whether it relates to your reputation, whether it relates to your ability to possess firearms, whether it relates to your ability to get certain jobs and maintain or obtain quality employment, whatever the case may be, that is the value of an experienced law firm. No matter what the weight of the evidence may or may not be against you, to invest in your present and to invest in your future. So if you have any questions about your case, criminal defense case in San Diego, feel free to give my firm a call at 619-295-3555.